Johnny T's number one.
Oh, Johnny T, I need your address. I have two different.
Johnny T B says she needs your address. I always thought Johnny T was number two. Ronald, welcome. Frank, welcome. Johnny T B says she needs. And Frank says, hello, Johnny T, you're number three.
Yeah, Ronald was first.
On my screen, Ronald was first, yeah. The heck is that?
That's that I gave you.
Oh. Okay. Frank, welcome. Box Raider, welcome. Duck, welcome. D Farmer, welcome. Brian Phillips, welcome. Malcolm, welcome. Andrew Ningiluk, welcome. And yes, Jay, I was number two. My sister was number one. There you go. My wife is always number one. It's like, I don't know how many of you guys might have ever seen the Red Green Show that used to be on PBS for like 25 years. And my buddies and I used to watch it on what we call Boys Night. We'd get together and do woodworking. And there was a guy that owned a septic company, and his logo and motto for his septic company was, we're number one in the number two business. Paul Orange, welcome. Linda Shipley, welcome. R. Shafter, welcome. Carol, welcome. Dana, welcome. You guys all snuck past me there. Fred Fitkin, welcome. Captain Morgan Dollar, welcome. Dana, new to this, so I can auction something on here right now. No, the auction is, we have items that we have up for sale, and you can bid on the items that we have up for auction. We don't auction other people's stuff. Let's see. Tyler's here, welcome. Derek Sabo, welcome. Amy, welcome, if I didn't say welcome to you. Chuck Wilson, welcome. My finger. Well,
What is that? I guess.
what?
You're getting weird stuff.
Yeah. Doing weird stuff. That can be actually kind of interesting at times, but yeah, this is always entertaining if nothing else. Johnny T, yeah, there's an ANA show coming up in Chicago. I believe Rosemont Horizon in August next month. B and I went to the first one of the year. Was it the first one this year, or was that one? No, that was last fall, I think. After the last fall after the COVID restrictions were lifted, and that was when they had the what do they call it? The Tyrants Collection, the most valuable private collection of coins in the world. And that thing took up like the size of a basketball court.
And there wasn't everything.
And that wasn't everything in the collection. That was just a portion of this guy's collection. But everything in it was just incredible. I mean, there were coins that were 200, 300 years old that were, you know, like mint state 66. You know, it's like crazy. Captain Morgan, I'm feeling okay. Johnny, we hadn't gone in the past, which is weird because it's only, you know, what, 10, 15 minutes from our house. But
But we won't go again for sure.
but now that we've gone, we won't go for sure because for us it was kind of a disappointment because we spend so much time in small shops and small regional shows that going to this gigantic show that you know you have to devote a couple of days to, it just and everything was priced through the roof, and
Yeah.
we talked to a couple of our dealer friends that were there and you know said what's up with the pricing, and you know there's not that much selection compared to what we're used to either. And they said you got to understand, like a booth that we would pay in a regional coin show that might cost us $5,000 or $6,000 for the end booth right when you walk in the front door, you know, that kind of thing. You know, really, really visible booth. We're getting a booth like in the middle of the aisle, and it's costing us like 10 or 12 grand or more, and it's like, wow. So they had to jack up the prices ridiculous amounts just to cover the rent of the booth, you know. And it's like that's nuts. Now this one's just like the one last night, sweetie. Yeah,
Looks good to me actually.
yeah,
It could be for that.
yeah. That's what Puck and I were looking at the one last night and thinking the same thing.
It's around them.
Yeah, and that was a 39, right?
This is 38, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So.
Alright, I think we can start. The rules are below. Please read, especially if you are new.
All right, so the rules are down below here, and the lot list is down there too. So
First half.
the first half. So if you're new, it's very important to check out the rules down below. The most important rules to us in the stream, any of our streams, is no cursing, no politics, no selling others, you know, people's stuff or advertising other channels without first sending an email to b@jbcoinsinc@gmail.com and asking permission. Send a link for your channel if you want to shout out, that kind of thing.
But also on the top of the rules.
That's on top of the rules down below.
They're not devoted just for an options.
Yeah, the rules that are down there right now are devoted just for auctions. YouTube actually requires us to post those for an auction, and when we do a coin roll hunt, we're required to do
Different.
to post the rules for the coin roll hunt down below. So based on that, that's why we can only fit half of the lots or half of the lot list at any one time. So right now we got the first half of the lot list down there. When we take our halftime break, that's a big part of that is to allow B time to swap out the first half list for the second half list. Scott S., welcome. Box Raider, no word on the boxes yet.
That's too soon actually.
Yeah, I think Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Is the Wednesday.
Wednesday is when we usually find out. And when they give us the we don't know on Wednesday, we're getting in the habit of, you know, yeah, we kind of know. Because we never had this problem before with them. Excuse me, and now several weeks in a row we have. So we're Robert Ortega, welcome. Walking Superstar, welcome. Walking Superstar, I think you're talking about Andrew Ninguluk. The name's in green. He lives up in Alaska. So, Linda Schick, welcome. Deminted, welcome. Paul Orange says, where do I send my deposit? It's a family channel, I can't say. Let's see. But there was a Marine gunny sergeant looking for you. Something about a re-enlistment papers or something.
So.
Betty J. Jane, welcome. Double S, welcome. Greg Welch, welcome. Chet Brookman, welcome. Akita, welcome. Oh, Akita, my sympathies. I know what that's like. BA, welcome. Box Raider says you know you have an obsession or addiction when you bring your iPad to a night out dinner. that or a death wish. I probably would get killed.
I know someone, well, you're on the phone constantly, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the phone constantly, which.
Pretty much the same thing, but I know someone who went to the dinner and was checking the change of other people when they were for the table at the bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He forgot who it was. I don't want to say it, but.
Okay.
But that's funny.
Let's see. Terrell, welcome. Markinator, welcome. So.
Let's start with the scales and I guess we can.
Yeah. So B, for those of you that are new or that haven't been here in the last couple of nights, B got another box of scales.
Small box this time.
Small box this time. They wouldn't sell her the whole case this time.
No, we didn't have 1,000.
They didn't. Yeah, I know they didn't have. Yeah, I know. They said they didn't have the quantity that she was asking for. So, but this is the 1,000-gram scale, not the 100-gram scale. They show the calibration weights, but in our experience, these calibration weights are fairly useless. We have one. We used it on our first scale and found that we never really needed to use it after that. But inside the box, obviously batteries, the scale fits nicely in your pocket. This and some sort of magnification, whether it's a nice one like this Eschenbach that we have, which is on our website too. Between the two of them, you can really do some damage at a coin shop or at a coin show. Let's see. Carol Rogers, welcome. So inside of the scale is what really makes this thing something. And this little piece of cardboard represents a piece of white laminated cardboard that fits nicely in the cover here, and it doesn't fall out like this cardboard does. And what it is running this way, single spaced, both sides, is dollar coins, $half coins, quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies, going back years, that B put together and had made, and it gives you the year that they were made. It gives you when they were silver, when they changed to clad, how many grams they weighed, all that kind of stuff. So every single denomination that you're normally going to be hunting for is going to be on this card, and you can either leave it right there in the scale, and nobody's going to know you have it until you pop that scale open, or you can leave this in your shirt pocket or blouse pocket, whatever. And the neat thing is that this card right here will really help you. And to help calibrate the scale, instead of the metal weight that they charge you more for the metal weight than the scale, B sends you a 2017 Philadelphia BU penny from our stash. We were fortunate enough to live in an area when they came out that we got tons of them. Oh, Paul, you one-upped me, man, before I even got to say it. Paul's telling Amy that he's just bought a whole box of Bluma Man Killers. Oh, man, I was thrilled that I found, 2 rolls. So, but anyway, you get the penny with the scale. It's cool in its own right. A lot of people haven't seen that even 5 years later, but that comes with the scale. If you want one of these until they run out, you just go to our PayPal, same one that you put your deposit or pay for a winning lot or buy rolls, is you go to PayPal, jbcoinsinc@gmail.com, and then you go to, when you go to buy it, you put $25, that includes your shipping, and then down in the note section, put scale. Because if you're gonna bid and you have never bid before, in order to get registered, you go to the same place, do exactly the same thing, except $25, and in the notes you put deposit, okay? The other important thing to do with both of those, any of those transactions in PayPal, is if you have a different screen name, a different avatar name than what your PayPal name is, put that in the notes as well, because otherwise we're gonna accidentally say your real name from PayPal and not your avatar name. And we don't like doing that. So just a heads up. And if you have any questions, obviously you can ask B on the email, or any of the other folks that are in the chat.
No, me.
B, she says.
Because we're trying to limit the conversation during the auction.
Yes, that's true. No conversation during the auction, so yeah, I see your point. Ask her. Box Raider says 17 days to the Low Country Coin Club show. That actually was one of our favorites when we lived in South Carolina. The Low Country at Latson, that was one of our, it was our favorite as far as coin shows. The only other trick was David, who we featured from Myrtle Beach, doesn't go to that coin show. He goes to the Mike Kent Gun and Knife shows. And he's usually the only coin dealer there. So that's in Latson, which is a suburb of Charleston. So it's at the county fairgrounds. All right. Linda Schick says it's a great list if it's the same one I got. It is the same one you got, Linda. Yep. She got more made up. She always gets up just enough made for the amount of scales that she has. Okay? So I need a golden welcome. Oh, you're not going to open the box, Paul? Okay. So maybe I'm glad I only got 2 rolls because I can go through them. He says there's lots of errors on them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Captain Vic, welcome. Alrighty, we ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. So, good luck, everybody. Lot number 1. Oops. United States Mint Proof Set, 1988. There's the C of A. And beautiful set. Nice decam action going on there. And you can see that how reflective this is because there's the camera right there. So I got to stay off to the side. It's even more reflective this way of the camera without
Oh, yeah?
having that light. Yeah, the light kind of glares us or blinds us a little
No,
bit.
I see, beautiful.
But yeah, we usually have a light right up here to spotlight the coins, but we're trying tonight without it to see if it looks better, and so far it looks better. Look at this penny or cent.
Now watch out for
That's a
orange
Frank
in the
cent.
house.
All orange is in the house, that's right. So 1988, mint proof set with COA, $17 starting bid. You can move, I can't,
Yeah,
sweetie.
I
So,
will need that for a second.
all right, go ahead.
Actually, I have another one. Never
Okay.
mind.
Oh, Amy, you went with the bag. I did a bag once for it was an exchange that we did with a young channel. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the kid's
I don't
name.
remember.
But he sent us a bag of 1999 Delaware, not Delaware, not the horse, the Connecticut, and we sent him a roll of something, and we went through the whole bag, and of course they were supposedly lots of errors, and we were really shocked at how poor the condition of those coins were. So we just never really did a bag again. So I hope you have better luck, because that was 1999. So, or well, I guess it would have been 2015, somewhere in there. Anyway, Mr. Morgan, welcome. Alden Davis, welcome. Scott S., welcome. Let's see. Blood at 17. Lionel, welcome.
Actually,
Paul says, that's right, cent.
I'll buy the box of pennies and you see what's on the box.
B says, we'll buy a box of pennies and you'll see what's on the box. Too funny. Oh, man.
Anyway,
D Farmer 19. Yes, dear.
two people, couple of people asked me in the emails why am I choosing this sets, not other sets, so on and so forth. The answer is there is either something in that set,
Yeah.
one coin, more coins, whatever, they are
Okay.
extremely important, or
Carol 20. Tyler 21.
people are asking for some of them
Manny, welcome.
because of the birthday.
Okay, so B said she's getting questions about why we're doing, these types of sets or these particular sets. And she said that Carol 23, some of them are requests. People are asking for them because of anniversaries or date of birth, that kind of thing. Or because she's done a video on that particular set and there's something special potential within those sets. So,
Not necessarily gold coins, but
JD 24, Blood 25, Carol 27, Earl Shaner, welcome. Onyx Fire, welcome. Brian, yeah, this is lot number 1. And he says, the list says 1994, and this is a 1988.
it says 1994, so I didn't say if that's correct.
Okay, so if it's,
The next one is 91, yeah.
the next one's 91, so she's got a typo in there she'll have to fix. Carol at 32. This is a 1988. Oh, really? Puppy giving his opinion. Tyler, 35.
Okay.
Carol, 37. Still got activity going on here, so I can't count anybody down yet. We are asking to keep the chat down in the auctions a little more than we used to. And I am trying to count them down a little bit sooner or faster. We had a lot of requests from folks to kind of speed the pace of that up.
And also no numbers in the chat unless.
No numbers in the chat for sure. Don't type a number in there unless it's a bid, because you could really cause some disruption and possibly buy something. Carol at 39, Jerry Mulder, welcome. Brett McCarty, welcome. Carol at 39. Tyler at 40. Carol at 41. See what I mean? It hasn't slowed down at all. Carol at 41. Going once. Carol at 41. Going twice. he's gonna start with that already.
Yeah.
D Farmer 43. Okay, lag can be a huge problem during the auctions or any kind of live stream we have, even with coin roll hunts where we do say a giveaway, like we do tonight as well. Carol at 45. If you develop lag in your stream, in other words, you're lagging behind what the live stream status actually is, it's very hard to tell whether you are or you aren't, okay? There's no benchmark to weigh it against. So you want to refresh on a regular basis so that you don't wind up with, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes of lag, which is potentially happens all the time, Carol at 45, 2 reasons. One, you don't want to call sold and then 2 minutes later we get a bid for somebody. We're on the third item, and giveaways, same thing. You've got 60 seconds to respond, and a minute or two later, we're giving your coin away to give to somebody else because you didn't answer during the 60 seconds that you have. Carol at 45 going once.
Tyler commit with a deposit.
Tyler put a deposit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So Tyler can bid. So Carol at 45 going twice. D Farmer 47. Darren McCrae, welcome. How are you, my brother? Carol at 48. Another thing is, this is not eBay. We don't time the bids as far as a timer. It goes to 0, and then whoever the last bidder that's snipes the bid in gets the item. Doesn't work that way. I could be saying sold in the middle of the word of saying sold, and if somebody gets a bid in there at the last second, all you do is the bid goes on. We go back to live action, and you're just kind of causing things to lag and delay. So if the red dot by where it says live on your screen isn't red when your cursor's on the screen, then you're lagging. Okay.
So where are we at?
Mr. Ed, welcome. Mr. Ed, we had one. We have one around here somewhere. We have to just find it. So Carol at 48 going once. And the biggest problem with that is with the screen in this tight, where do you put the camera? I mean the clock, you know, because the one we had was huge.
Well, if we go back to the setup, the clock is on the screen.
That's true. We go back to the old setup, then the clock probably would be on the screen. Carol at 48 going twice. And for those that have been asking, we did spend yesterday setting everything up and hit the power button on the tower. And guess what crashed? The computer tower itself with all of our software, OBS, and everything else. So it's now in the repair shop. D Farmer 50. And that's a good time actually to bring that up because I got to call low flying geese, which I haven't had to do for a while. But if we had the new rig, we'd have the mute button and wouldn't have to worry about that. So low flying geese, excuse me. Carol at 51. So Darren, I've been meaning to ask, and I never asked Bruce. Is it Canada or is it Canada A? You know, like beer A. Carol 51, going once. Yeah, there you go, Johnny. Have somebody at the tone. The time is. Yeah, I was trying to think. We used to have it on the screen. The problem with it on the screen and being tied to, like, we have the time on the screen, but you don't know that's not the correct time. You're not seeing our time on our screen. So we have to have it in the field somewhere, like a live clock. So you missed the sound of the foghorn? Well, made you feel at home. Carol at 51 going twice. Carol at 51 for the third and final time. D Farmer 54. Okay, D, you're making a habit of doing that. Please make your bid earlier.
Just
Like,
refresh, basically.
you know, just hit refresh.
It is, yeah.
If it's lag, then hit refresh and it'll solve that problem. But otherwise, when you see, you know, us calling twice for Carol, for example, or whoever else, you know, if you're gonna bid, please bid then. Don't wait till the very last second to bid, okay? Because all you do is just make this go longer. So, and it's not just you, it's anybody that does that, okay? So, D Farmer at 54, Carol at 55. I am nothing if not consistent, Paul. D Farmer, 57, there you go.
We're working from the tablet, but that's not the point.
Yeah, we are working from the tablet. Actually, the tablet's what we've been using for the giveaway random comment picker lately, and that actually is working pretty nice, if you ask me. Sweetie, I don't know. Okay. William Cambridge, welcome. D Farmer at 57 going once. No, Captain Vic. D Farmer at 57 going twice. Chris Best, welcome. Thank you very much. We appreciate that as well. B works very hard for the content that you see. AA Ron, welcome. Dan Christian, welcome. D Farmer for the third and final call. Sold to D Farmer, $57, $5 for the first item of the night. That's everyone. That's to help offset shipping. 4 streams a night. Shipping's getting rough. So that's only on your first item of the night. And it doesn't matter if it's your first time here or if you are a grizzled old veteran like Paul, you know. Emile Voyer from Connecticut. Welcome. You're waiting for the auction to stop. Okay.
Okie dokie, lot
All right.
number 2.
Lot number 2.
I'm reading your message. I'm
Please
sorry.
tell B.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She's reading it. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Okay, so second item, 1991 uncirculated coin set with D and P mint marks. Always get a kick that they do it in that order and we do it in the opposite order. But check out the condition of this envelope, 31 years old, and the coins themselves, obviously. There's the Philly. So, how cool is that? And the copper markers back then. Beautiful, well struck, nice and shiny. And there's the Denver, same thing. So did frankincense come from Frank liking sense? I don't know. Just popped in my head, random brain fart, you know. So very pretty set, yep. And $19 starting bid. Yep, duck is getting ready. Quack. Quack. Man, Brian, for me to remember when I was 31, I have to think a long time back. That was half a life ago. Otis, 19. Thank you, Otis. Deck of 20. Otis, 22.
You don't have a bin, right?
Nope. Otis bid 222 according to Frank. Wow.
Wow, thank you, Otis.
Thank you, Frank. So Otis is a 22. Be still digging for treasure. Room 222. Oh my God, I remember that. Thank you, my love.
You have one more. What's that?
Huh?
One more.
Oh, okay. Duck 23. So I'm gonna put this over on this side then. Just a little easier to reach that way. Malcolm, no, that's actually when I was a kid and that show was on TV, Karen Valentine, exactly. I was gonna say I had a crush on Karen Valentine. I think just about every teenage boy back then did. Duck at 23 going once. Duck at 23 going twice. That was like 100 years ago too. Wow. Corey Small. I'm doing good, man. How are you been? It has been a while. So Duck at 23 for the third and final call. Sold a duck. 23 plus the first lot charge on there, and don't have to do that again. Now, if you're a new bidder and you're getting confused a little bit here with this, with the $5 charge, things like that, when you put down your deposit is deducted from whatever your total is. So in this case, Duck had a $28 total on that first lot, so you deduct the 25, you owe $3, right? And then you're good to go. You never have to do it again. You only have to register to bid one time, and that's if you've never won an item here before. Okay, that's how we keep people from trolls from coming in, bidding things up, and then disappearing when it's time to pay. And lots of folks have wasted their night, missed out on items they wanted, paid too much for items they wanted, and it seems to work pretty well because most people don't want to give up $25. So, Kayamanan Hunter, welcome. All right, item number 3, check this out. One of B's infamous wheat penny bags. Now, one thing that's different about this one is I don't see any buffalo nickels in there like we usually see, but there's a reason for that. There's a 1944 right there. So, she has a couple of Indian head pennies that she has picked out for you instead of just putting them in there and you not knowing they're in there. So what you've got is, I'll put them here, Mr. Ed 35, 1880, 1891, 1886, 1887, and 1888. That's what's here on these Indian heads, plus what's in the bag. And obviously these are the earliest dates of the Indian heads, so very desirable. And Ed's already at 35, so good place to start. Carol at 37. Linda at 40. Let's see, D Farmer 42 and Carol 42, Mr. Ed 43, Mr. Morgan 45. I can push that over just a little bit, get those Indians a little more in view. Linda 47. Carol 50. Mr. Morgan 55. Gary Shelton. Hey, how are ya? Hey, it's only lot number 3. That's not late. And you're right, you're here. Carol 57. So, for Gary and anybody else that came in late, wheat penny bag and these 5 pennies, 1880, 1891, 1886, 1887, and 1888. The earliest Indians, plus the wheat penny bag. D Farmer 59, Mr. Morgan 60, Manny 61. Carol 63. Mr. Morgan 65. I see some interesting sets she put together tonight. She always does. Like I always say, I have no clue in advance of us starting what she's putting down here. Holy cow. And I don't get to look at the list down below because I'm busy looking at the screen. So Carol at 67. Mr. Morgan 70, and you can hear the horses having his dinner next to us. Duck paid for his lot, thank you, Duck. Yeah, Johnny T. He was in here like number 1 or number 2, and when we started, hopefully he's still here. Johnny, we tried to ship your package today with everybody else's, and we could not find your address. Oh, so we found Johnny T's, but not John Shane?
John Shane was in this dream, he sent me the address, now Johnny T.
Oh, okay, you're confusing me now. So, yeah, I know that, but I just asked for Johnny T's. Carol 73. Yes. And now the horse is at the trough. Okay, so Carol at 73. Mr. Morgan 75. The first of 2 to 3 full-size bowls of water like that. Carol at 78. Sounds like you need a 55-gallon trough for your horse. Yeah, pretty much. That's about, I don't know, almost a half gallon if we filled it to the top, that bowl. So, Mr. Morgan 80.
I know, but it's doing.
Yeah, and now he's over there mooching food. Yeah. What a moocher. Why don't you just put that like in the refrigerator or something? Yeah, Johnny T, we need your address. We tried, we couldn't find it in the software program that we use. It might be in the tower, but we couldn't find it in this. So if you could shoot an email with it, that way we could send it out. Carol at 83. I think that was, all the rest of today's mail was done and sent, right? Thanks, Johnny. Mr. Morgan, 85. Yeah, Cat Morgan's been on a roll lately with the giveaways. Mr. Morgan 85 going once. Carol 90. Mr. Morgan 95. Mr. Morgan 95 going once. Mama took it out of the room and he's looking around like, what? Where? Where did it go? Oh, Darren, that's a character builder. Done that before. Your eyes get cross-eyed after a while. Mr. Morgan at 95 going twice. And at my age, that's several hours underneath the microscope. So breaks from time to time needed. So Mr. Morgan 95 for the third and final call. Sold to Mr. Morgan, 95 plus the first lot. Charge of 5 gives you an even 100 for that batch. Captain Morgan's wife is giving him the stink eye every time I say Mr. Morgan. Oh, man. Alrighty. So lot number 4.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm losing over there.
What's wrong?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah. So lot number 4 is a 2001 S proof decam silver Kennedy half dollar. And starting bid for that, $18.
90%.
90% silver. And again, I have to be careful which way I point this. R Shafter 20. THS says, Mrs. B does the best coins wrapping job of anyone in the business, wrapped with love and pride. Thanks, Mrs. B.
Thank you.
She says, thank you. So R Shafter at 20. I'll try to see if I can get a little closer with the table so the pooch can't squeeze in there, but not really. So Carol's at 23. R Shafter at 25. Yeah, Captain, a lot of what she finds should. Maybe that's what we should do, is put like a blue filter on the camera when we get it fired back up. It looks like everything is working as it should component-wise, but that was really disappointing when we got everything all
No.
cabled up and looked like it was all sorted properly. And, you know, luckily we didn't go to the trouble of actually, you know, routing everything and putting all the zip ties and everything in place. And I said, you know, let's just check it before we go to that next step. Carol at 27, and I pushed the power button, and all the lights and stuff, because it's a gaming tower, so it's got lights and fans and things in it. It started up to doing its thing, and the main monitor came up after about 2 minutes, and it said no signal. Oh man, spent hours diagnosing that. R Shafter at 30. Finally gave up. Took it in first thing this morning. Got up early this morning to take it in. So Johnny says, Ms. B, address sent. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
So they said could take 6 to 7 days. Could be sooner if it's something easy, but like, come on, man. Carol at 32. We were so looking forward to pushing that button. Carol at 32 going once. R. Shafter at 35. That's what I was trying to do. It felt far away for me, so don't know why. Man, he is sniffing everything looking for that.
I mean, he's looking for it, yeah, exactly.
There you go, Markinator. Yep. Always under promise and over perform. R. Shafter at 35 going once. R. Shafter at 35 going twice. Carol 37. Please. Snake Eyes, welcome. Oh, we don't have the link up here for any bidders.
No, we don't have link for the scales.
Oh, well,
I will change it
Okay.
in a second.
I don't see either one of them. So R. Shafter at 40. If you're a new bidder and you'd like to bid, you do need to register with us. And to do that, you go to PayPal, jbcoinsinc@gmail.com, which is our email address. Joseph Gordon, welcome. You put $25 down, and you put down in the note section, if you have a screen name that's different than your PayPal name, you put that there. But you also put deposit, or you put scale if you're buying a scale for $25. Same process for both. But you can't put a deposit and get the scale and count that as a deposit. So they're two different transactions. So, all right, so let's see. R. Shafter at 40 going once. R. Shafter at 40 going twice. R. Shafter at $40. Man, scribbling tonight. For the third and final call, sold R. Shafter, $40 plus the $5 first lot. Now, the rest of your lots, you'll only have that number. So, congrats. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is a nice coin. I say was, it's like it's going on, it's moved on. Mr. Morgan says you're keeping me from the grand opening of the new Whataburger today in Lebanon, Tennessee. Holy cow, I haven't heard that name in a number of years. Grizzly Grim, welcome. Bill Jelinski, welcome. Alrighty. Lot number 5. I'll pull back a little bit. Guess what year this is? 2000 Philly and Denver uncirculated mint set. Now somebody taped this, so I don't know if I'm, probably shouldn't break the tape, just leave it the way it is.
I don't feel.
I mean, it's taped. It's taped heavy duty tape, like packing
Okay.
tape. So that's, you're gonna have Philadelphia and you're gonna have Denver right there. So these are all the circulating coins that would have been in your pocket change or business transactions for the year 2000, including the 50 state quarters. 20 coin set. Thank you very much, Amy. Starting bid $18. Yeah, that type of tape, I don't want to cut it or yank it because it is taped to the paper on the front here and on the back here, and you know, in order to get the sets open, I'd have to cut it in several places. I don't want to do that and mess up the envelopes. Whoever buys the set can do whatever they choose.
Yeah, there's another one missing.
You what?
This one, there was a giveaway.
Oh. Cap Morgan, $20. B just showed me another lot that we did not get to send out today. It is for Astro DB. It was a giveaway, and as we mentioned, on giveaways we have nothing. We have no information. We don't have your real name. We don't have your address. So if you are Astro DB and you're in the stream, please send us an email with your name and your mailing info so that we can get that out to you. Okay. Let's see, Carol at 22. Johnny Gas, welcome. Johnny Gas says, I remember that day he said he was 17 and wasn't old enough to send his info. For this lot here, Johnny? Cap Morgan 24. Well, that would be a bummer.
Oh,
We'll have to try and find out. I mean, we have no way of reaching him. We got no email, we got nothing. Carol at 25. I can put this in front of the camera, right? So they can see the correct spelling.
you can
All right, real quick. So that's the name we've got for the giveaway that's in there. So if that person is in the stream,
Well,
it was a giveaway.
I know, but if it's now 18, that makes sense.
If he's not 18, that makes sense
Yeah,
because
okay.
we can't give it, he can't, he gotta be 18 to bid and you gotta be 18 to win the giveaway unless we have like written permission from your parents, I think. Yeah, he didn't order anything, so let's see where we at. Carol at 25, Mr. Morgan at 30. So that is the name, okay. Yeah, that's a bummer. We had a young man a while back, if you guys remember, and the father signed a thing and gave us permission, and then the kid, and even made his son a member, but, and then he was only here for maybe 3-4 weeks, and you know, so I don't know. So Carol at 32, going once. New Brunswick, welcome. He's looking at me like I got the sandwich. I got nothing, puppy, see? Mama's got it all. Carol 32 going twice. Manny, we didn't catch that it was an issue, so yeah, waiting for his birthday would be an option if we knew when it was. We don't know anything about him, So
Also, you need cannot participate, you just don't need the government.
that's true. So Carol for the third and final call. Sold Carol, $32. Thank you, Carol.
No. No.
Oopsie. I said, oh, that's why. I was like, why is this tipping over? That's fine. Okie dokie. So, lot number 6. $1963, $2 red seal, United States note, very crisp. It's got "In God We Trust" right up there. Got a little bit of something here. Not sure what that is. $19 starting bid. Grizzly Grim, welcome if I didn't say so. Our Shafter 19. Puppy's falling asleep in Mama's
Sit.
lap.
Yes.
That's what that snorkeling sound was. Mr. Morgan 20.
No.
I think it has to be 3/8 to be considered a lucky note.
No. Yes.
Yes, he says. So, let's see.
You know.
Our Mr. Morgan at 19, or excuse me, Mr. Morgan at 20. Mr. Morgan at 20 going once. Carol at 22. Kevin Katowski, welcome. R. Shafter at 25. Mr. Morgan at 30. R. Shafter at 32.
So in this case, I have one. Now.
Mr. Morgan 35. R. Shafter at 36. Mr. Morgan at 40.
Our Shafter paid and Carol paid.
R. Shafter paid and Carol paid. Thank you both.
And
Mr. Morgan at 40 going once. Mr. Morgan at 40 going twice. Mr. Morgan at 40 for the third and final call. That'll work. Sold, Mr. Morgan, $40. Congrats. Cadroll Hunter, welcome. Alrighty. This one's always a favorite. Bicentennial silver proof set. And there they be, the 40 percenters, silver. Beautiful condition, all three of them. And I always say this, 40% quarter proof and uncirculated for these sets is the only 40% quarters ever minted by the U.S. Mint. That didn't do it before it, and they haven't done it since. So those are very unique individuals. Starting bid $39. Our shafter at 40. What is our halfway tonight, babies? 13? Huh?
13.
13? Okay. Right here. Okie doke. All set. There you go. Markinator 50. Yeah, these are 1976. So they have the dual date. Mr. Morgan at 60. And believe it or not, in another couple of years, this was 200th anniversary, 250 is coming out. 2026. That's only 4 years from now. Our shafter 65. Mr. Morgan at 70. Our shafter at 72. Mr. Morgan at 75. Mr. Morgan at 75 going once. That'll happen if you get bit by the bug, Mr. New Brunswick. Mr. Morgan, 75, going twice. Mr. Morgan, 75 for the third and final call. Sold, Mr. Morgan, 75 bucks. Very nice. Nice condition set too. Yeah, and with the advent of all the apps and stuff for your computers and your phones, compared to when I started coin collecting 100 years ago, back in the 60s, yeah, it's there's tons of stuff out there that you can get your hands on to access the information. So, oops, gotta write this down. Malcolm, so do I. That's the cool thing I think about this. One of the cool things I think about this hobby is I think to the day you die, however old you live, you're still gonna be learning stuff about this hobby. 71 uncirculated set from the Treasury in San Francisco. That one's got glue on it. Means it didn't come from a 5-pack box. So this was an individual set that B was able to find somewhere and cherry pick it. So here's the 71 Philly slab. And it's got the P and S penny in it. And I know I'll get the question, so there's your 71 right there, 71S. Welcome, Mustang. And they had, when you see a set that has 3 pennies or 3 cents in it, that's because that year they were making a circulating cent from San Francisco. So they included in the P&D set so that you have all of the uncirculated circulating coins. So here's the Denver set. And you can see that Kennedy looks beautiful. Nickel's toning up a little bit blue here on the top half, that gunmetal blue that they take on. Nice crisp strikes. $15 starting bid. Tyler Lowry, $15. Thank you. Carol at 17. Tyler at 20. Carol at 22. Tyler at 24. Carol at 26. Mustang I enjoyed history as well. I still do. That's one of the fun things about coins is the history that's involved with almost every coin. It's I read about one last night that I didn't know about. It was very cool. It's an ancient, but I still didn't know about it. So it's kind of cool. Carol at 32. Tyler at 34. Bernard from Spain, España. Welcome. Carol, 36. Tyler, 40. Tyler at 40. Carol at 42. Tyler, 45. Carol at 47. Tyler at 50. Carol at 52. This is why we don't share addresses. Wow, Darren, very cool. Tyler, 56. Carol, 57. Tyler, 60. Carol, 62. Tyler, 65. Carol, 66. Tyler, 68. Yeah, Marketer, no kidding. Carol, 69. Gonna be interesting to see everybody's reaction in January when the new design comes out. Tyler at 70. Whether they love it or they hate it, like the new quarter obverse of Washington. Tyler at 70. Mustang, hate to break your heart. Carol at 71. The Mustangs in World War II were not jets, they were propeller driven engines. Tyler, 72. Originally, the American version had an Allison V12 non-supercharged, and it was underpowered. And we gave them to the British that way. The British put the
You're not talking about stuff.
Spitfire engine with the supercharger in it. That's what made the difference. So, killer airplanes. Tyler at 72 going once. That's okay, Mustang. I had an uncle in a squadron in England,
Okay.
P-51, and one of the first jobs I had when I got home from the Navy was rebuilding a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine for a P-51 called Miss America. Racing plane. Tyler at 72 going once. Tyler at 72 going twice. Tyler, here's the horseback. Tyler at 72 for the third and final call. Sold to Tyler. 72 plus the $5
Tyler had deposit.
on the first lot. He has deposit. Okay. So push that out of the way and do some quick math. Minus the 25 deposit. $52 is what you need to settle up on PayPal with B, and then you can go ahead and continue bidding after that. And you don't have to put a deposit again. Thank you very much. Congrats. Mr. Morgan, yep. Red Tails were the Tuskegee Airmen. Dog, don't even think about it. All right, lot number 9. 63 Red Seal, $5 United States note.
Crisp.
Crisp. Really nice. Nice even cut on the reverse. Cut on the front looks pretty nice and even too. We're at 99 thumbs up with 104 people, so we should wind up hitting that number. $30 starting bid. We do the 100 like giveaway right after we come back from the break, which will be after lot 13 tonight. Kevin Katowski, $30. Puppy, you're such a moocher.
No. No. No, baby.
So Kevin at 30, going one. There's Mr. Shafter coming back at 32. Kevin at 35. JCDC, welcome. Good call, Cad. Thank you. Box Raider 40. We got to have some folks with some lag here because we're getting some out of sequence bids. So Kevin at 41. Kevin 46, Mr. Morgan 50. Mr. Morgan at 50. Yeah, Paul, you're lagging bad. Mr. Morgan at 50 going once. Box Raider 52. Robert A, welcome. Mr. Morgan 55. Yeah, Robert, it is. Wait till we put it out here and examine it in detail. Sure, Box Reader. Paul, you're at 45. Mr. Morgan's at 55. So you're a little behind. Box Raider is at 57. Mr. Morgan at 60. Box Raider 63. Mustang not for quite a while. Used to when I was a kid, but not so much anymore. Box Raider at 63, Mr. Morgan at 65.
Mustang, like there's no JB here.
Yeah, that's true. There is no JB here. I'm J, and my sweetie is B, and those are just our initials. They're not our names.
And together we're JB.
Together we are JB. Mr. Morgan at 65 going once. Box Raider 67. $109 thumbs up, so we will have a giveaway after the break. Box Raider at 67, going once. Box Raider at 67, Going twice. Patty Ferguson, yay, welcome. Box Raider 67 for the third and final call. Sold to Box Raider 67. First item of the night. Thank you very much and congrats. Alrighty, lot number 10. This is going to be a cool one. It's going to be interesting to see how we get it on the camera. We don't have the big light, so we'll see if it's better or worse. Actually, it looks a little better, don't you think? 1829. Half cent.
Beauty.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the detail on that. Starting bid on this bad boy, $120. Not very common in this kind of condition. Our Shafter 125. Mr. Morgan 130. Yeah, Bernard, this one is very unusual in this condition. It's very nicely kept. Manny 135. Vlad, welcome. First time bidder, you need to register. The blue bar at the top tells you how to do that. You can do that quickly enough and possibly get back into this bid. Mr. Morgan 160. Our Shafter 160, oh, Manny 165, sorry. Our Shafter 170. It's kind of a mixed bag. Without the light, we don't have the glare. We can see the Liberty nice and clean. You can see her profile and her jawline nice and clean. Not sure if we gain or lose. Our Shafter 200. Mary Maddie, welcome. 205. Yep, pre-Civil War for sure. Another way to look at that is only 50 years after the Revolution, basically. Mary Maddie, 225. Mr. Morgan 240. Manny 250. R. Shafter 255. Mr. Morgan 275. R. Shafter 280. R. Shafter 280 going once. Mr. Morgan 290. R. Shafter 295. Mr. Morgan 300. Mr. Morgan at 300 going once. R. Shafter 305. R. Shafter at 305. Just notice there's 13 stars on the front of this. 7 here, 6 over here. Wow. Mary Manny 310. Did you notice that, babe? This one's got 13 stars on it.
Yeah.
So Mary at 310 going once.
Super cool guy.
Yeah, it is. Very cool coin.
I have nothing for you. Box rider paid, thank you.
Box Rider paid, thank you. Mary at 310 going twice.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan 320. Mr. Morgan, 320 going once. You two, Cad, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Mary, 325. All right, Mustang, take care. Have a good day. Mr. Morgan, 330. Going once. Mary, 335. Mustang says, tell Mrs. B I said have a good night.
Good night.
She says good night. Mary at 335. Mr. Morgan at 340. Mr. Morgan at 340 going once. Mary at 345. Mr. Morgan, 350. Yeah, just a touch, THS. Mr. Morgan at 350 going once. Mr. Morgan at 350 going twice. Mr. Morgan at 350 for the third and final call. Sold, Mr. Morgan, $350. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Congratulations. Wait till you see it in person. When it's got the cellophane on there, with or without the light, it just. I noticed there's a high spot here by her ear that in the plastic. For some reason, it's causing glare, and you can't really see that detail. So enjoy when you get it. So next up, year 2000, United States Mint Silver Proof Set, 50 state quarters included. And there's the circulating coin slab that you would have other than the quarters. $50 Sacagawea,
Look at that thing.
dime, nickel. Yeah, B says, look at that penny. Yeah, if I look at it too much, they're gonna be looking at me. Wow, look at the backside of them. Especially that one, that one. Excuse me, got the hiccups from that cookie. Okay. Come on, there we go. All righty. 5 Georges, and here comes Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, Virginia, and New Hampshire on the proofs. All silver. All 5 of these are silver. So you have silver, silver, 7 silvers altogether. $54 starting bid. Manny, if you contacted us within the last week or two, you're good to go. It's we have that in there because sometimes people don't contact us for 2-3 weeks, and that's just not fair to anybody. Carol at 57. Silver Fox 65. Carol 67. THS 75. Manny, just by email. You see the blue bar up in the right-hand corner? It says jbcoinsinc@gmail.com. That's our email address. So you just shoot us an email and send us your contact info. That's if you've got something coming, Carol at 76. R. Shafter 80. Tyler at 90.
I don't know if anybody noticed that, but tonight we have all possible proof and unk sets from 2000. So if somebody is starting collection, they will have all of them.
Okay. B said she didn't know if you guys noticed it, but we have all the possible 2000 unk and proof sets in tonight's lots. So if somebody's just kind of getting into it and wants to get them, they can. R. Shafter at 95. Let's see if I can come down just a touch so that the dime is in the screenshot too. Tyler at 100. Carol 105. Glastron, welcome. R. Shafter 110. Too far right on your screen. See if that centers it up a little bit better. Carol at 115, R. Shafter 120. Carol at 130. R. Shafter at 140. Thank you, Brett. We try. Carol at 145. Bernard, thank you. My bride works very hard to find a lot of these coins. Some of them I contribute, but in finding them, but most of them are her being able to find them. Carol at 155. Tyler 165. Sorry, John. Carol at 170. Wasn't that the one that had the theme song that was like, "What a burger, yum," or something like that? Very simple, basic thing. Carol at 170, going once. Man, no kidding.
Okay.
Get crippled that way. Carol at 170, going twice. Carol at 170 for the third and final call. Sold to Carol, 170. Thank you, Carol. Congratulations. Very nice set. Lots of silver in that set. Messing with my coins. No, Darren Bernard is from España. And he likes these taste in coins. Said he was amazed at the quality of the coins you find. So, here's a nice little mini set. Someone may find attractive. 1976 S silver proof dime, right? Silver?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
No, clad. Sorry.
No,
Nope, nope. My bad. Back the truck up, Chuck. 76 S proof decam clad. Now, the proof full bands are not a requirement. They're just assumed, okay? There's the 76S. 77, how about Frosty? That is also an S. Decam clad proof.
Carol paid, thank you, Carol.
Carol paid, thank you, Carol. And 1978 S. Also Frosty. Also proof, also decam. So there's 76, 77, and 78 S clad proof decam, all three of them. And the starting bid is $12.
Carol at 12.
Carol at 12. Linda at 15. Carol at 17. Thank you, Dee. Yeah, those are really cool. Tyler, 20. Carol at 22. Tyler, 25. Dee, that's not a bad idea. I've never been there either. Carol, 27. I think B would be up for that. Carol at 27, going once. Thank you, Brunswick. That would be B's lot list. Carol at 27 going once. Let's see. So it's Carol going 27, going twice. But they've been to Oklahoma. So Carol at 27 for the third and final call. Sold Carol, 27. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Oh, Tyler at 30. In, out. Out. Okay. That was what I was thinking, but we got a couple in, we got a couple out.
That's what I just don't wanna.
Box Raider, I agree. The last second bids, we got to stop that.
That's what I just don't wanna.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, but some people have like, some people don't do it because.
Yeah, but could you, we've got dispute of whether or not Tyler was in or out.
Okay, I'm gonna be a judge and I'll tell you right now.
So B's gonna check it right now.
He was in. He was in. It was after third call, but before sold.
Okie dokie. B says in. So bid goes on. So he's at 30.
Okay, if he's withdrawing his bid,
Oh,
then,
so he's saying,
yes.
well, Carol says 32.
Okay, so let's go on. Amy at 30.
Amy at 30, but Carol at 32. Tyler 35. Tyler at 35, going once. Carol at 37. Tyler at 45. All right, Jerry, take care. See you Wednesday. Carol at 47. I got the schniffles. Carol at 47. Tyler at 48. Yeah, Malcolm, that's a good point. These are clad, not silver. Carol, 49. God. Tyler, 50.
Yeah, they are clad, not silver, but if somebody's collecting
Yep.
dimes, you don't have to spend a lot of money on sets just to have them.
Tyler is at 50. Box Raider waiting on the horn. Yeah, I'm going to try not to do that until the break, if I can help it.
Tyler at 50.
Tyler at 50.
Orange was at 52, but he was second.
Tyler at 50 going once.
And by the way, Tyler is a new bidder. He needs to pay for his first lot ASAP.
Ah,
I know.
Tyler, B says you're a new bidder and you need to pay for your first lot ASAP too, so don't forget about that.
Don't forget about it.
Tyler at 50 going twice. Mr. Orange at 60. Duck, probably a good idea. Tyler says he paid for the first one.
He did.
Hmm.
I need to check. Just very
Gotta double check.
Very possible.
Yeah, very possible. Paul at 60. Going once.
Yes, he did. Thank you.
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry I
Thank
missed
you
that.
very much.
Very sorry.
Paul at 60. Going twice. Tyler at 62. Tyler at 62 going once. Jason 1776. These are clad. Tyler 62 going twice. So there's no silver in them at all. Tyler at 62 for the third and final call. Sold to Tyler, $62.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. Congrats. Alrighty. So last lot before the break, okay, and then we'll come back. We'll do the giveaway for 100 likes. We're at 117 right now, and we'll swap out the lot list for the second half of the evening. So this is Presidential Seal of the United States, White House 200th anniversary coin.
It's proof.
If I can get it open. B said it is a proof. Nope, it says uncirculated silver dollar.
Can
Yeah.
you give me that, please? It's fine, you can describe, I'm just gonna quickly check
Okay.
our list.
So I can describe, she can quickly check her list. 1992, 200th anniversary, uncirculated silver dollar of the White House, 1792 to 1992.
Tyler Paid, thank you so much.
Tyler Paid, thank you so much. And for you new folks, whenever you see a ribbon on a coin like this, the easiest way to pop the coin out of there is just put a couple fingers on there and just give that ribbon a gentle tug, and it'll usually pop right out like that. And there is the designer, Mr. John Hogan, standing by the door to the White House. So this one is 90% silver, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just an unk finish. Linda says $40. Good guess, Linda.
I posted it out.
I didn't see that. Brett at 44. I love Bernard's reactions. He really, really is enjoying these coins, which is cool.
Which is cool, because Bernard, I don't know if you know, but we don't give or sell no junk.
Yeah, we don't give or sell no junk is one of our expressions, Bernard. That's what my sweetie just reminded me to let you know. Brett at 50, THS 51, Carol at 52, Brett at 55, Stan Mitch, welcome. Linda 50, no, Brett at 55, sorry.
Or 60.
Carol at 60. Our Shafter at 65. Brett at 70. Brunswick says, that's the JB coins. Nothing but awesome. Thank you, Brunswick.
Very sweet.
He says, very sweet. R. Shafter 72. R. Shafter 72 going once. Carol 75.
Wow, how much butter?
No such thing. Yeah. R. Shafter 76. Demented says, this is my new favorite coin. It is a very cool coin. Carol 79. R. Shafter at 80.
Yeah, I know. He's basically.
He says, she is awesome too. Yes, she is. She's amazing. Carol at 82. Bernard says, what a precious coin, beautiful without words. R. Shafter 85. R. Shafter at 85 going once. Carol 87. R. Shafter 88. Carol at 90.
No, Bobby.
R. Shafter at 95.
Mr. Morgan paid,
Mr. Morgan paid. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
but I think he paid too much. I see only 3 lots. Unless I'm
B
missing
says
something.
she only sees 3 lots and she thinks she might have overpaid, but she's going to recalculate. So 120 and 350
See one. I see this one.
plus 5.
Yeah,
Oh, nope, there's one up there.
there's one more. Oh, yeah. Mr. Morgan is right as always.
Yep, Mr. Morgan's right as always. Carol at 96.
Yep, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. She said it was absolutely correct. R. Shafter at 97. Carol at 99.
Oh,
R. Shafter at 100.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Whoever buys it, my precious congratulations. The coins of the United States are precious, Bernard. Bernard, you have a wonderful way with words. Carol at 105. Karen says, did you get his earlier email?
Yes.
Yes. Our Shafter 110. Thank you. Our Shafter 110 going once. Our Shafter 110 going twice. Our Shafter 110 for the third and final call. Sold. Our Shafter 110 plus the first lot of the night.
Thank you and congrats.
Thank you and congrats.
And everybody just wait for us. More awesome lots are coming.
Yep. Everybody just wait for us for a few minutes and we will have more lots
And 2 giveaways.
and 2 giveaways.
chocolate beef. Thank you. Hey, what are you doing? I'll get you a snack in a second, okay?
Okay, our shafter paid, thank you. And we're ready for the giveaway. Giveaway for 100 likes is 2020 Philadelphia, last year of NIFC, and 1966 40% Kennedy. So good luck, everybody. Ronald, I like the old mint sets. I have in my stack a 1967 special U.S. mint set. Ronald, you're on the timer. Ronald's here. That didn't take long.
That's great. Ronald, I need your mailing address.
Ronald, she needs your mailing address.
One more.
One more, forgot.
To jbcoinsinc@gmail.com.
Yep. To jbcoinsinc@gmail.com. Send us your mailing info, please. So what's the next? Thank you. Okay. Copper round. Jane Pierce, the 14th.
Can't see.
14th
You off.
presidential spouse in bronze. And 2022 Philly, Wilma Mankiller. So congrats on that. Good luck, everybody. Chip Warner. I like silver dollars. Silver half dollars, excuse me.
You're on the timer.
You're on the timer. Chip Warner. You're on the timer for the giveaway.
20 seconds left. For check.
20 seconds left for Chip.
Next.
Time's up. Next up, good luck. Box Raider. Out the mint sets. I like Bicentennial sets, but most of all silver. Whoa.
Box Raider, you're on the timer.
Box Raider, you're on the timer. Yeah, way, Box Raider. Congrats.
All right. Let's get back to
Let's get back to
our auction.
our auction. Yeah. All right, so we start off with lot number 14. $2,000 U.S. mint proof set. We already did the silver one. This would be the clad one. Like B said, if you're just collecting and you got both sets, you'd be all set to go. So there's the Kennedy dime, nickel, penny, Sacagawea. And then Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, Virginia, and New Hampshire on the quarters. So between the two of them, exact same coins. The only difference is obviously clad. The first one was silver. $16. Have fun, Mama Sony. Carol at $18. Lot list down there?
Yes.
Yep, lot list is down there. So you just need to refresh. Onyx. Carol at 18. Carol at 18 going once. Silverback, welcome. Hey Jade, my 1876 3-cent just came in. I must say, it's much better in person. Yeah, usually are.
Yeah.
Well, that and in my collection, I'm going to send it to PCGS. Very cool. But let's know how it goes.
Carol at 18.
Carol at 18 going twice. Excuse me. Water went down the pipe the wrong way. Carol at 18 for the third and final call. Sold. Bobby Collins says, one of my Morgans I got from you is beautiful. It is toned and a light blue, very light blue color, very beautiful. Thank you very much. Congrats, Carol. And thank you. Oh, Mom, after a couple adult beverages, everybody's got the courage, right? Some that shouldn't, and some that should. So I'm sure you're in the latter category. All right, here comes a whole batch of goodness in a row. Police forward where I can reach them. $18.79 S Silver Morgan BU
Carol just paid. Thank you, Carol.
Carol just paid. Thank you, Carol. Starting bid $99. Let estimate mark back up there.
Bobby Colley's here.
Yep, I said hi to Bobby.
I just noticed. Okay.
Mr. Morgan 100. Hey, Britt. Yeah, we're doing good, Britt. How are you doing? Mr. Morgan at 100. Very cool, Britt. Sounds yummy. Bobby 105. Mr. Morgan 110. Bobby 115. Excuse me. Mr. Morgan 120. Mr. Morgan 120. Mr. Morgan going 120 going once. Mr. Morgan 120 going twice. Mr. Morgan 120 for the third and final call. Sold to Mr. Morgan. 120 bucks. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Bernard, no, we don't have a gold 1964. Those would probably be gold plated 1964s. They only made us 90% silver that year. There is a commemorative.
We're actually finding them, according to him.
Yeah, we're actually finding them coin or hunting. But there's actually a 3/4 ounce gold commemorative of the anniversary of the 64. And that is made out of gold. So, lot number 16. We have one roll, 2022 Philly. Wilma Mankiller. And a mixed roll. There's a 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware on that end, and a much older,
And Wilma is the newest on this.
and Wilma is the newest on the left. Said to have many errors on that one. Just got that roll today. $49 starting bid for the pair. Amy, I hope so too. That literally is the first one that we found. And I found it today. So the only one we got, and the only one, you know, if we find more, great, you know.
Yeah, we have one more, but we.
Yeah, we have one more that is that came out of the same tray, and it's the new Kennedy design on both ends. So we think it's a Wilma Man Killer, but it could be any one of the three. So $49 starting bid for the two rolls, $20 face value. Manny, so far as we know, yeah, it's it's brand new it's a brand new luminous mint roll. Got this, came right out of the box off the armored car, to the store where I got it. So, Mr. Morgan, 50. Greg Welch, yeah. They're both key dates. Excuse me. The 2021 Kennedy Tuskegee Airman is the end of the series, the one series, and the Kennedy Crossing the Delaware, this one, is a one of a kind. That's the only time that combination is being made, and then they went to these. So completely collectible, and errors on them as well. Mr. Morgan at 50 going once. Mr. Morgan at 50 going twice. Mr. Morgan, $50 for the third and final call. Sold, Mr. Morgan, $50. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. More goodies. This week, the armored car will be the armored car truck will be going to Mr. Morgan's house. All right. This one I get credit for. 1950 D mint mark. This for decades was one of the holy grails of coin collecting, especially the generation right before me. B did a couple of videos on these.
Still is a key date. Don't
Still a key
forget
date.
about it.
Yep, still a key date.
This one is
$45 starting bid.
slightly toned, which I love it.
Yeah, this one is very slightly got a kind of a goldish tone to it. Very, very, very slight. Beautiful, beautiful coloring on it.
45 or 49, I think was something like
45.
Okay, I make mistakes, sorry. 45. That's right out.
Carol at 45. Carol at 49.
Yeah, Carol 45. There was mistake I made, and so she's good at 45.
So Carol at 45. Going once. And I tried looking at the back. Yeah, that was what I was just going to say. I tried looking at the back to tell if it is full steps or not. I can see what looks like 3 full sets of steps, but I can't tell if there's a 4th. And that's just me. I just can't. The vision has definitely been impacted. The last couple of months, it's definitely changed. So I got to get to the eye doctor. So I'm not going to say it's there if I can't see it. So Carol at 48. You're seeing the same, Frank? Okay. Lisa, 49. Carol at 50. Very cool, Darren. Carol at 50. Going once. Carol at 50, going twice. Carol at 50 for the third and final call. Sold to Carol, $50 for a 1950. Thank you, Carol.
This is a must in your collection.
Yeah, it is a must in your collection,
Yeah.
especially if you can find it in that kind of condition. That light, just that light bit of toning. It's not, in your face. It just really, really makes that coin pop. So while I was hard at work looking for, the key date 1950D, B was over screwing around with the paper money, bunch of old stuff.
No.
Canal Bank, cool thing is,
We can't see.
this is like the other one that she had in the sense that it was never signed.
Well, that was different design.
Never signed, never dated,
This one is different design.
wasn't numbered. This is a different design, yeah. So, very cool. Its reverse is wild.
Beautiful bill.
Isn't that
So,
cool?
Well, I got the first one, would be nice to have the second one.
The New Orleans Canal Banking Company will pay $20 to the bearer on demand, New Orleans, and then it's got where the date would go, and then it says cash.
Carol paid, thank you, Carol.
So, Carol paid. Thank you, Carol. Starting bid, $99.
Which is a steal.
Which is a steal, she says.
And it's $5 Christmas after 100, thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm, for the heads
Actually,
up.
Brett, not Malcolm, I'm sorry.
Or Brett, yep. Hey, Bill. Mr. Morgan snuck the $100 in there. Just had room for that. Now it's $5 increasements.
Now, just a reminder, we don't ship to Canada, US only.
Yeah.
Unless you know someone and have
We
someone.
don't ship to Canada or anywhere outside the United States unless you know somebody here in the States that we can ship it to you or ship it to them for you, that you trust them to get it to you. So, Manny 105. Aren't these cool bills? Little cherubs playing with the 20, with the angels. In New Orleans, of all places. Mr. Morgan 110. Manny 115. Mr. Morgan 120. Manny 125. As the kneecap pops. Mr. Morgan 130. I love Bernard, man. Manny 135.
Mr. Morgan, 140.
Mr. Morgan 140. You know,
Frame it.
frame it, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Actually,
Stuff
it's a
like
great
that,
idea.
yeah. That's.
Absolutely great idea.
B and I saw one at a down in Charleston. There was a bank, and I've mentioned this before. It predated the Civil War, and they had currency from like every year that the bank had been in business. So it had old stuff like this all the way through to modern, and it was like from the floor to the ceiling, 20 feet high. It was that thing was so cool. We could never get a picture without getting a reflection. Mr. Morgan 150. Matt, love from London, England. Welcome. Actually, Harley, more important than the frame being fireproof is that the glass needs to be UV protective, because if these are exposed to UV sunlight, they will fade over time. So you want to make sure any kind of old documents or old paper money like this, you want to put it in UV glass. John at 150 going once. It's a little bit more money than regular glass, you know, but not that much. And something special like this, you definitely don't want to. Let the sun fade it. Mr. Morgan at 150 for the third and final call. Sold to Mr. Morgan, 150.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Congrats. Pull these forward here. Alrighty. Ray Kimbrell. How you doing, man?
Okay.
All right. So, next item up. 1972 Munich Olympiad. Now, this is the notorious one. 10 Bundesrepublik Deutschland Deutschmarks. It is 10 marks. It is a silver coin. $70, $70 starting bid. This is the Olympic event that involved the terrorism.
It's a very famous coin.
Very famous coin.
Yeah, everybody knows with lower mintage.
Yep. Much lower mintage than a lot of other coins.
And that's why the price is what it is. And the condition, obviously. $70 starting bid. Yeah, Robert. If I remember right, Mark Spitz won the 7 gold medals, and then the terrorists took over the dormitories, and they got him on a plane and got him the heck out of the country. So nothing would happen to him. Markinator 72. Our Shafter 75. Keep forgetting that metal turn. Love that eagle on the coins that year. Our Shafter 75 going once. Our Shafter 75 going twice. Harley babe, yeah, we're doing good, and Puppy's down underneath the table here just snoring away. So he's happy.
Our shafter, 75 for the third and final call. Second item tonight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, 75 bucks.
She said it.
Third. Well, I was thinking mainly that it wasn't the first, so.
I understand.
Yep.
Just, you know.
All right, so. Lot number 20, 1982. George Washington. Uncirculated version, 250th anniversary of his birth. And of course the C of A. Mint mark is Denver. And there he is on his horse. And there's Mount Vernon and the first presidential seal. And I believe we have a video about this coin. No? Oh, wow.
I just picturing the coin constantly. Okay, so.
So starting bid on this one is $24.
That is silver.
It is silver. Yep, 90% silver. And the set contains the uncirculated version and the proof version. They made one of each that year.
Red at 24.
Right at 24. Markinator 24. Working hard, Ray. Sorry about that. Didn't realize you guys could see that on the camera. He noticed that my fingers are peeling. Yeah, the left hand's peeling a little bit too. Mostly the right hand because I'm right-handed. So, Markinator 25. Our shafter 26. Mr. Ed 30. Mr. Ed have a deposit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Mr. Ed, you need to be a registered bidder in order to bid. So you'd have to leave a deposit. The blue bar at the top gives you the instructions and the link of how to do that. Mr. Ed equals Edward. Ah.
Unless you change name, I don't know. Happens 'cause of
Yeah,
people.
name change was Edward H.
Okay, he's good to go if that's a good age.
Good to go. Carol at 33. Yeah, keeping strictly to the history of this coin and the president, if you didn't know it. Markinator 35. Most, if not, well, not all, but most of our presidential traditions emanate back to George Washington. They offered him to be basically like the king of America, and he turned it down, and he said, why trade one dictator for another? He was acceptable to the term president. After his second term, they wanted him to do a third one, and he said, no, I'm a citizen statesman. I came here to serve, and I'm going home. And that held up until FDR, obviously. No one went beyond 2 terms out of respect for Washington until FDR.
Carol at 36.
Carol at 36.
Hello.
There's a whole lot more besides that. So really kind of awesome how many things
Say hi to.
have survived all these years.
Yeah. Say hi.
Already did.
You did?
Yeah.
You just showed.
He was here earlier, and then he came back in.
Gotcha. Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure. I believe I'm right, Ralph? You were here earlier, and I said hi. If not, I apologize, and I'm saying hi. Carol 36 going once.
Our shafted paid. Thank you.
Markinator 38. Our shafter paid. Oh, you just got here? I must be carrying over from last night, or Saturday night, I guess. Gosh. Wow. Oh, you know what? We did the postage. That's probably why. Carol 39. Or it could just be that I'm getting senile. Carol at 39 going once. Markinator 40. Oh yeah, Ray. Yeah, it was amazing, that group, that core group of patriots that Adams and Jefferson, Hamilton and Burr and a few others, that Monroe, Madison, that formed the
Carol
country.
41.
Carol 41, and then hated each other the rest of their lives. It's just, but they got it done, man. Flip. We can do that. I've always thought that on this and the proof coin, the both versions of the rendering of this was just absolutely well done. Yeah, Johnny, I can see why. Carol at 41 going once. Carol at 41 going twice. Carol at 41 for the third and final call. Sold Carol $41. Thank you, Carol. Next one. 1958 Denver red. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the L in Liberty You can see it's right on the rim. So, this thing is gorgeous. Brilliant red. $19 starting bid.
Frank at 20.
Frank at 20. Oh, why didn't I think of Frank jumping in on that one?
Carol paid already, thank you.
Carol paid already. Thank you, Carol. Frank at 20 going once. Carol at 22. Namaste. Welcome. Carol at 22 going once. I don't remember. Did you pick this one or me?
Me.
That one was you? That makes sense.
Doesn't matter to me.
Well, no, it's just the other one you gave me credit, so. Manny 23. I didn't think I picked this one. Carol 26. Carol 26. Oh, Manny 27. Harley's asking if we have a video to tell how if a coin has been cleaned. We have one, right?
Yeah, we actually have multiples. I mean, basically talk about it in the videos, not like just.
Yeah, B said we basically talk about it in the videos. I don't remember if we have one specifically just on that topic itself.
Cool, you are back. We're happy. Carol at 31.
Very cool, Patty. Carol at 31. Manny 32. Manny 32 going once. 5 more lots after this one. And then end the stream giveaway. Carol, yeah, this is definitely a red. Carol at 34. Carol at 34 going once. Bernard, sometimes that's all you need to know, right? It's like a beautiful woman. Sometimes if you don't know anything about her, just that she's beautiful, and you never get to know anything else about her, you never get to meet her, you just get to admire, sometimes you're better off. Manny, 35. Carol, 36. Yeah, we were all asking about you, Patty. Everybody was like, oh, I haven't heard. Have you heard?
Thank you for the email.
And B said, thank you for the email. You know, Dee, that's the little marble rolling back and forth. Carol, 36, going once. Yep, Riley, that's true. Carol, 36, going twice. Carol, 36. Sold, Carol, $36.
That's good.
Congrats, Carol. There's another beautiful one. 1938 Mercury Dime. 90% silver. Full bands, uncirculated. 1938. $55 study bid. Mary at 55.
Carol paid?
Carol paid. Thank you, Carol. Mary going once. Ron Wilson, welcome. Manny, this is a 1938 Mercury Dime, 90%, and it does have full bands on the torch. Small date, I am not sure, Mr. Morgan. Mary at 55 for the third and final call. First lot tonight.
Yes. Congrats, Mary.
Congrats, Mary. Alrighty. $225th anniversary enhanced uncirculated coin set.
I love this whole set.
Hmm?
I love this.
Yeah, this set is amazing. B says she loves this set.
Mary paid, increment.
The way they pulled off the features on this is just incredible. Especially not so much on the money side of the quarter, if you will. That's the easy part. But on George, and to have everything but the lettering be the satin finish, and then all the lettering is like proof enhanced. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Kennedy's another great example of that. I mean, you don't even have to get close to it to see it. Just an absolutely gorgeous. Look at the 1 cent on that slab. Just absolutely incredibly well done set. So they can do it when they want to, you know. $40 starting bid. Carol at 40, Bill at 50. Carol at 52. There's no silver in here. Carol at 57. Carol at 57. Going once. Yep, clad set, but like no other. Carol at 57, going twice. Carol at 57 for the third and final call. Sold, Carol. Congrats, Carol. It really is a gorgeous set. It's we say that a lot, but this thing is just so unusual. Okay, time to get the shades on. $19.45, Philadelphia, war nickel, 35% silver.
Unpaid.
Carol paid. 1945, Denver, war nickel, 35% silver. And how about the 1945 S war nickel? 35% silver. So, final year of the war, PD&S, $93 starting bid. Our Shafter 100. Jason, it depends on what type of coin you're talking about, but anything can be gold plated. There are companies out there that gold plate pretty much any coins, including these. 24 karat gold clad. So it just depends on what it is, but yeah, that portion would be 24 karat gold, but it's a thin coating on the outside of the remainder of the coin. Mary 105. D, I would. I mean, I love anything that's a historical type thing like this. I'm not a huge war nickel buff, except when they look like this. When they're in beautiful condition like that, yeah. The ones that are all dark and nasty don't really do anything for me. Marriott 115. Yeah, Jason, those are mostly 24 karat gold plate. So they're the underlying silver or clad coin that's been plated by a third-party company. Marriott 115 going once. Our chapter 120. Mary 125. Mary at 125 going once. That's pretty cool, Mary. Mary 125 going twice. Good timing. Mary Maddie 125 for the third and final call. Sold to Mary Maddie 125. Congrats, Mary.
There's 120.
125. Alrighty, here comes a B special. Barcode 007. Sealed at the mint. Excuse me, 15 years ago. Satin finish, P&D. Original box, original packaging, original coins, and everything is still inside, just like it was in 07. $27 starting bid. Box Raider, she did. Mr. Morgan, $30.
Mr. Morgan, 30 going twice.
Mr. Morgan, $30 going twice.
Same question. always.
Never got called for the first one. Why'd you call it twice?
Somebody called already.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Morgan.
No. Manny at 31.
Manny at 31, sorry. Mr. Morgan, 35. Can we see the reverse? Sure. There you go. That's a good one, man.
Oh,
Very cool.
so many at 40.
So Manny going once at 40. Sure. There you go.
Mr. Morgan, 45.
Mr. Morgan, 45. Yeah, Box Raider. Show too many more of those sides, Mary's gonna just flip out. Yeah, Andrew, good point. Mr. Morgan at 45 going once. Mr. Morgan, 45 going twice. I don't understand why it's doing that all of a sudden since the break. Mr. Morgan, 45 for the third and final call. Sold to Mr. Morgan, $45. That is the best looking box you have bought yet. Congratulations, Mr. Morgan. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Now that we're all getting thoroughly slapstick, including myself, obviously. How about a 63, 90% BU from original bankroll that we got, Benji, and his twin brother, the 68D from another bankroll that we got. There's the reverses, 90% silver, $59 starting bid for the both of them.
Oh, absolutely beautiful color.
Box Raider, $60.
63. Did I misread something?
63.
Maybe not 63.
63, 90%er. Last year they were made. Replaced by the 64 Kennedy. Our Shafter, 65. Box Raider, 68. Our Shafter, 70. Markinators, no, our shafter, 70. Box Raider, 75. I just opened my 2005 box. So beautiful and happens to have a slightly off-center dime too. Still scoping out the rest. Very cool, Britt. Our shafter, 77. Markinator, 80. Markinator 80 going once. Our shafter, 85. Box Raider, 87. Our shafter, 88. Interesting, it didn't require them to put any other characters with it. They must have solved that problem. Our shafter, 88 going once. Our shafter, 88 going twice. Our shafter, 88 for the third and final call. Sold our shafter, 88 bucks. Easy, puppy.
All right. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations. Excuse me. Alrighty. End of stream giveaway. 1986. S Decam Proof. Statue of Liberty. Ellis Island coin. Decam both.
Comments.
80 comments.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody. Walter Anderson. I totally agree with what you're saying. I started in crypto in August 2017.
Okay, so this is a spam, so,
Okay.
so go to the next,
Yep.
I will block him later.
Onyx Fire. Onyx sets with silver in them the best.
You on the cover, I think she left.
Onyx Fire. I think she left too. I remember everybody saying goodnight to her, including me. Doesn't mean they actually leave, but sometimes they go hang out in the rafters with a kid of mine. Onyx Fire. You're on the timer for the end of stream giveaway.
20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. Last call.
Next.
Time's up. Next up, good luck. Matthew Porter. 1976 to 1776 sets are my favorite. Matthew's on the timer.
Good night, Box Rider.
Night, Box Rider. Excuse me. Matthew Porter, you're on the timer.
Seconds left.
20 seconds left. See you Wednesday, Box Raider. Take care. Next up, New Brunswick.
Wow.
Love State Quarters.
He won last time. Number 7.
Man, not too long ago. New Brunswick.
You on the timer.
They're on the timer, she says. New Brunswick's here. Congrats. Very cool.
Send us email of the address, please.
Send us email with the address, please.
Already then.
Alrighty then. So,
We'll see you on Wednesday.
see everybody on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, we should know if we have boxes or not.
Yep. On Wednesday, we should know if we have boxes or not for Friday. So everybody be safe. Have a good next couple of days and see y'all Wednesday. God bless.
Everybody who hasn't paid, please pay.
Everybody who hasn't paid, please pay. And everybody who hasn't sent us an address that we need, please send us an address.
Good night.
Till then, good night.